Good afternoon, everybody. Maybe it's good morning or good evening, depending, of course, on when you're watching today's sale. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your day and spending a little of it with me this afternoon. It is greatly appreciated. First and foremost, I want to thank all of you that were able to be here early. That is greatly appreciated. As always, I've enjoyed going live a little bit earlier just so that we have a little bit more time to say hello to everyone and we're not so rushed and we can still start the sale on time, if you will. And to everybody who is watching the replay, I greatly appreciate that. Also, thank you again for taking time out of your day and checking out today's sale. It is greatly appreciated. But again, for all of you that are able to be here early, or to attend the live sale, thank you so much. And I'm going to get right into some special hellos for those of you that were able to show up early. The first comment that I am able to highlight is Miss Shields. How are you doing, Lisa? Thank you for being here today. I will most certainly tell him that you are saying hello. Miss Ruth the Bee lady, how are you doing this morning for you? I know she's got her coffee. You know that I have mine. For those of you that are coffee lovers, it's a necessity in life, right? Hello, Miss Donna RN. As always, thank you for your service, lady, keeping us happy, healthy, and whole. It is greatly appreciated. Miss Karen McGurty, how are you doing? Waving right back at you, lady. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, Ruthie, yesterday's video. Thank you for all of you that have checked it out. It's a little different of a video, I will say that. I did record a online auction and some of the prices, especially that jewelry that was going for thousands of dollars. It was interesting to see. It was a different kind of experience, and it's something that I go through almost weekly. I will be attending another one virtually tomorrow. I don't know that I'm going to record it, but so it's just kind of like a little sneak peek on some different ways to see some of the items that I do source, and some of those items are going to be in today's sale, as a matter of fact. So thank you, Ruthie, for checking that out. Miss Deborah J, lady, how are you doing? She's got the pink hand. Hello, how are you, Miss Nettie? Thank you for joining us today. It is always greatly appreciated. Mary Ellen, lady, how are you out there? Thank you for joining us. Andy, how are you today? And we've got Saturn Girl. She's never early except for today. That's right. Oh, we've got the Smurf love in the house. Hey, Miss Bradford, how are you doing? She said yesterday on the sale that the Radford household is already getting ready for the Halloween season. It is quite that I don't even know if it's decorating. It's like completely redoing everything for Halloween. The Radfords go all in and then some. You got to check her out on Instagram. She does post photos too, you guys. Hey, Miss Deborah, how are you today? Thank you for joining me today. And Miss Barbara, it is good to see you as always. Melinda, hello. And Shannon, how are you ladies today? Thank you for joining me. The only whammy that we need in our life is this one right here. She's right there. Miss Pammy Whammy, how are you today? Trina, she's in Moab, Utah, and it is hot. She said, it's going around, isn't it? It was a little cool yesterday, though, here in central Ohio. Wendy, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. She's dusting off her moose. That's right. Hey, Dusty, how are you? And Elaine, good afternoon, ladies. Thank you for being here. Melinda said, Ruth the Bee is in the house. We've got Esther is with us today. As always, I love that name. It is so classic. Thank you for being here, Esther and Diane. How are you today? Thank you for joining us. Connie, I didn't get your email. I will. You know, it's funny. I was just saying this to Misty. I don't know what is going on with my email of late, but like yesterday alone, I know for a fact 6 emails went into my spam that were contact information. Like Yahoo's getting super aggressive on the filters for some reason. So Connie, I will have to double check the spam folder. Ah. Annie's waiting for the doll. Oh, she is beautiful and she is in excellent condition. Andy. Hey, Stephanie, how are you doing, lady? Yes, I did. In case you didn't see it during yesterday's sale, I did, in fact, get the bottles in the mail. It's greatly appreciated. And yours, and I don't even want it. The Bambi's in the mail. Yeah. Hey, Debbie Gutierrez, how are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. And Sandra, I know nothing. I know nothing. How are you doing out there? Just gotta whisper for Sandra. Hey, Miss Pam Avery, how are you doing today, lady? I hope that you are having a good day today. Hey there, Glue, how you doing out there, Miss B? How you doing, Miss B? Hey, Steve, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. Greatly appreciated. We got restored glory. Glory, bring the glory back into it. And Shannon said my email went to her spam. The disrespect of it all. I don't know what's going on with the emails here lately. Rude. Well, thank you, Marty. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it was definitely a different experience. So I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and try and share this. It was a little long, not gonna lie, but that was just a fraction of the time that we were on. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I don't like about the auctions, whether it's online or in person, is it is such an investment in time. I mean, that auction got to be real good for me to spend that amount of time like trying to source stuff for you. Hey Tracy, how are you? Thank you for being here. We got Grammy Annie. How are you, lady? That is a new name to me. I hope that you are also having a blessed day. All right, guys, I think that I have caught up with all of the comments. Again, thank you for everybody that is out there that has not said hello. It's okay, don't be shy. You can say hello. Maybe it's your first time here, or maybe you've decided not to lurk anymore. Regardless, I certainly appreciate you being here. There are some great people down there in the chat, and they will most certainly make you feel, hey, Taylor, how are you today? They will most certainly make you feel right at home and one with the community. We are all here, of course, for the love of vintage and antiques. And man, do we got some vintage and antiques for you guys today. Hey, Jennifer King, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. That's right, Connie. Connie's welcoming in all of the newbies. All right, guys. Hey, Pee Wee, how you doing? Morning to you. Let's go ahead and let's get into the nuts and the berries of the sale today, you guys. We don't have a lot of items. Let me just go ahead and put that out there first. However, we are certainly, I think, making up quantity wise and quality wise because ours it's really nice stuff, you guys. So we've got some beautiful things in today's sale. I'm very excited about a number of them. They're just very unique. The condition is wonderful on everything, so I'm most definitely excited to bring that to you guys today. That said, if you are new here or it has been a while since you have been to the sale, welcome to and welcome back. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm going to need some contact information. Send me the email out right here. It's simply, pardon me, The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. The information that I'm going to need is going to be your YouTube username if it is different than your real name, your full shipping address, and most importantly is going to be that zip code so that I can get you the calculated discounted shipping. You pay what I pay, and there is no shipping and handling fee on that. Keeping in mind, I am going to be shipping out of Central Ohio today. Shipping is, of course, not included in your purchase. You do want to make sure to include your PayPal email address. That is where I'm going to be sending your invoice. For all of you out there that do not have a PayPal account, fear not. You can most certainly still make a purchase. Send the same contact information to the same email. Just want you to go ahead and indicate that you would like a guest link. I will reply to that email. And in the email, you will see a link, and I will instruct you to click on the link. It will allow you to check out using PayPal as a guest. That way, you don't have to sign up for an account if you do not want to. You will still enter in your shipping information. You can use any credit or debit card that you would like. And the added bonus to that is that you will still get the buyer protection. Okay. So I think that is that. Well, yeah, Tracy, I mean, we're all about we're all about the inclusion here, and I'm flattered and honored to hear you say that. That is most certainly, that is incredibly high praise. Thank you, Tracy. I'm very honored. Hey, Rose Marie, how you doing out there today? Melinda, boom, that's right. We're all the bomb together. Yes, we are. Shireen, hello. Hello, Denise. Stephanie, I'm pretty sure I said yes, I did. Okay. Stephanie, also those. Kay Wallace is in the chat. Okay, I think I am. So there is that. Next up, everything is going to be offer up style in today's sale. That said, there are a couple of things with the offer ups. You're going to see the start price. You are welcome to put in that price or more. You will see other people in the chat putting in the amounts in which they would like to purchase the item for. I will do a countdown. And during the countdown, you are able to put in something called a just in case. I do ask if you would like to use the just in case that you have been an active bidder up into that point, keeping in mind, as we have all experienced together, there are a number of new buyers that have been entering into the sales and they're just trying to figure it all out, and that's okay. And we'll go from there as such. And then, of course, for anybody that does want to use the just in case, make sure to definitely hold on to those just in cases until you hear the countdown. Again, just trying to keep it as fair as possible. We do, of course, have our official bid ender. It is the one, the only Miss Ruth the Bee. Now, look, if you are new here, it's been a while. Ruthie's got really fast internet. That is just simply the truth. And she's always got fast fingers. So you've got those two things. So you want to get your high bids in with when you hear the countdown, put in that just in case when you hear the countdown, and keep in mind that Ruthie does have the fast internet and fast fingers. A huge round of applause for Ruthie out there again. Definitely taking time out of her day weekly, consistently to be here and to help me out on the sale, and that is most certainly appreciated, lady. You always kill it. You always kill it. Thank you, Pammy. Thank you. Thank you, Saturn. Thank you, Debbie. I do appreciate that. That's right. Stephanie and Marty and Diane. We appreciate it, Ruthie. We really, truly do. Okay. I think that is everything. I think that we've touched on all of our bases. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get into the sale. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. All right. And let's do it. We're going to go ahead and start off with some. I have an antique book. One is copyrighted 1923, one is copyrighted 1929, and the third and final is copyrighted 1931. Okay, they're all the same series of books. Each is going to be the first edition to each of them. It was a significant series that obviously ran a course of years. I will go ahead and show you the spines. These are the Honey Bunch children's series. Okay, it's Helen Louise Thorndike is, of course, your author. They're kind of nondescript. It's a pulp paper, though I will say, while you do see some rough cuts on the pages, by and large, they did pretty good with keeping those cuts uniform. All right. So as I said, you're going to have 3 years, 1923, 1929, and 1931, and we will distinguish those. The first, now this is actually going to be your 1923. This is Honey Bunch, Just a Little Girl, okay? Now, the artwork on these is very similar, though you will see as the years go on, the artwork becomes a little bit crisper and cleaner and more vibrant, all right? So Honey Bunch here is Just a Little Girl, kind of like an introductory book. This one, we do have a pencil mark, an inscription here. Oh my God, it's Honey Bunch! This one is copyrighted 1923. And as I said earlier, each of the books is, of course, going to be the first edition. So there are no repeats in these. These are all literature. They're all little novel-esque. There's no illustrations to these, okay? This is, yes, at 100 years old, okay? That is book one. Book two is Honey Bunch, her first summer on an island. I love the artwork on these. Okay, so these are two of your books. This book here is copyrighted 1929. 1929. Now, Little Miss Honey Bunch here, let me get you there. They each have a steel cut illustration or lithograph, pardon me, but other than that, they are illustration free. This again is 1929. Okay, really good condition. There are no rips or tears or repairs to the books, with the exception of the last one. Our last one that we have is Honey Bunch, her first trip in an airplane. Okay, this one again is copyrighted 1931. There is a page that has come loose, though it is still wholly in the book. All right, it's not a huge one. It's this page. Okay, it's the title page. It also has the other books. And again, it's copyrighted 1931. This one, so 1931, is illustrated by Walter Rogers. Walter Rogers. That is on her first airplane. I believe this is also Walter. Yes. So Walter Rogers also illustrated her first summer on an island. And the last one is actually, it's still the same author, though it does look much more simplified, though. It is also Walter Rogers. So, again, all three books, we started off at $20. If anybody, of course, would be interested, this is for all three. So, 1931 does have the title page torn, but it is still wholly intact in the book. But if there's no interest on those, we're going to set them to the side and we're going to keep it moving. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into the glass. We are very, oh, Carol, you're in it at 20. Okay. They are, oh, and Jean, you're also in it at 20. I don't know if there's a lag or what's going on here, but ladies, you're both in it at 20. I do appreciate it. This is, of course, for all three books. The graphics on the front are in excellent condition. They do have a little bit of a show of age. So I'm going to go ahead, ladies, and start the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid and. Jean, I've got you at 21. Ladies, I do appreciate it. Carol is in it at 22. Woo, I love the graphics. Okay, Jean's back in at 23. There is our book bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. I do appreciate it. So Carol and Jean, ladies, greatly appreciate the bids. Jean, lady, pew pew right before that bid end at $23. You are going to get all three of the Honey Bunch books. I just adore these. The graphics are fantastic. Jean, let me get you written down here. Boom. I got you. All righty. Now, as I said, we're going to go ahead and jump into some glass, and are we ever? I'm going to start it off at $25. It's a little two-piece. I'm gonna play naughty on you and show you the one that I'm just kind of including in it. But it is this little cordial or like kind of a miniature brandy snifter. This is in an amethyst glass. There we go. Well, let me go over here. Woo. So it is a very thick amethyst glass. It is hand blown. We do have a Ponsel mark on there. Semi-rough. It's not completely polished. There are no chips or cracks to it, right? You know, you have your little after dinner, your little sherry, your little cordial would go in here, of course. It is one piece to a larger set. So, you know, hey. What I thought would go really great with it, of course, is our star of the show. This is, of course, the Fenton. The color of the glass is in plum. Again, if you are not familiar with it, I'll reiterate. The plum was Fenton's attempt to create a new shade of cranberry glass. And they came up with something that has a very plum color to it. It was a happy mistake. They liked the color. They were satisfied with the results. They did go ahead and produce a number of different molds with the plum. However, it wasn't very popular when it came out. So that's why it makes it so desirable, because it was a limited run, kind of flopped when they put it out. Now, the Fenton piece is at 3.5 inches tall. This is also a small, like after dinner, like a sweet wine, a little dessert wine. You could put a sherry or a cordial in here. So again, one piece to a larger collection. So 3.5 inches on the Fenton plum. And then on our smaller unbranded amethyst glass, this one is at 3 inches, neither having any chips or cracks. The plum glass is not stamped. Okay, you'll have to forgive me. I cannot remember the exact year that Fenton did the plum, but beautiful condition. It is a gorgeous color of glass. I, it's just super desirable. So again, it is a smaller piece, but given the limited edition of the plum, I always want to snatch it up. Whether you would use it as a little wine cup, why not? You could most certainly use it as an egg cup if you do have any nesting dolls. This would make the perfect pedestal for it, just to kind of elevate it and give you a little bit of color as well as dimension and height to your nesting dolls. Or use it, you could drink your grape juice out of it, Pam, 100%. Or if you want to use it as like a little trinket dish, perhaps you want to put it on the side of the sink in the kitchen or bathroom to put in your rings or whatnot. So again, why not? Why not? It's what do they say? It's 5 p.m. somewhere in the world, right? So again, 3.5 inches on the Fenton plum, 3 inches on the amethyst non-branded Saskia. I got you in it at 25, lady. I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. I got you at 25. Thank you for the bid. Again, this is for both, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and bid end. It's just a great little pop of kind of like a plum, a purple, a deeper lavender. Well, no, I wouldn't call it lavender. It's definitely an amethyst. Ladies, thank you for your bid. Sea Monkey, I got you in there. Sus is back in at 27. There is our Purple Heart bid. And thank you, Miss Ruthie B. It is greatly appreciated. So, Sus, I got you at 27, lady. Congratulations and thank you. They were both going to come to you. Let me get your down here. You got 'em, lady. Okay, sip of coffee. Let's do a bigger piece of class. This one's got a little bit, no, thank you. This one has got much more of a presence to it. This one is Indiana. It is the Indiana heirloom. It is, of course, in the, welcome back, Rose. It is in the sunset color. I had these on a couple of weeks ago. I love this color. There are no chips, there are no cracks on it. I did start it at 25, if of course anybody is interested. This has a beautiful, beautiful red glass undertone, or ruby red glass. And what they did was they created this iridescent effect to it, and it has a beautiful flex. You can see right here, a lot of it is kind of a marigold and a fuchsia color, but there is some green and purple in there. Again, this is Indiana. It is in the heirloom collection in the sunset color. So again, a ruby undertone with a full iridescent effect to it, and it very much does. Look at how metallic that glass is on the interior. There are no chips. Lusciousness, she says. It's super lush. There are no chips, no cracks to it. It is a medium-sized piece. We have a height, of course, at the crest here. We have a height of 4.5 inches, and we have a diameter at its widest. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Deborah. Ladies, I do appreciate it. We have a diameter at 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches. Diane, I believe, please don't quote me on this, but it's from the, hey, Cindy, how are you doing today? It is from the 60s and 70s. Okay. So nice and vintage, no chips, no cracks. Imagine using this as your fruit bowl. I mean, I love this color. They did an excellent job. You know, some people are like, "Ooh, it's Indiana glass." Yeah, well, that's okay. Um, it's good and solid. The mold is nice and sharp. So it is, of course, a molded piece of glass. I think you guys know that though, right? All right, let me catch up to you. Dina's at 27, Monk. Okay, 28, Melinda, Dina, C Monkey, Miss Deborah. I see you also at 30, ladies. Thank you very much. Melinda does have high bid at 32. Let's see if we can get some more colors to flex there for you guys. My favorite with that ruby undertone are the purples and the blues here, right? I think the marigolds and the reds do give it more of a sunset, but I love this color combination with that red undertone. I'm not entirely sure why. It just does something for me. 100% blue, a great kind of fiery presence to it. There you're seeing it. No movement, no flex on it. But again, if you were to walk by it, that's kind of the effect that you're going to get. It is a solid piece of glass. Which way am I going? So again, you do see that undertone there without right in here. So you're seeing that undertone without kind of the carnival effect to it. Diameter, one more time, 8.5 inches. Total height, 4.5. No chips, no cracks. Ladies, I do appreciate the bids. Sea Monkey is in it to win it at 34. Let's go Indiana Glass Heirloom Sunset. Let's go ahead and start your countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. This would be a great autumnal, a fall piece to it, but I think this is good for summer though too, right? Because it is very fiery, but the marigold undertone or the flex to it definitely lends itself well to kind of like a fall vibe. Dina, I got your just in case of 52. Lady, there is our sunshine bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. It is always appreciated. Sea Monkey, you were holding it at 34, but a pew pew just in case from Miss Dina Walmack. That means Dina, lady, congratulations and thank you at 35. Yes, let me write that down before I forget. At 35, it is coming to you. Thank you, as always, Dina. Greatly appreciate it. Dina. Okay, I got you written down. All right, we're going to venture out. We're venturing out. I typically don't do these pieces, but we're going to try it out. I'm going to start the three-piece set off at $20 if anybody is interested. These are English. Hey, Mix Mom, how are you doing there, Miss Butterfly Lady? It is good to see you. These are all English flow blue. You are going to get 3 plates. Boom, kind of quick preview for them. You have a 10-inch diameter, you have a 9-inch diameter, and you also have an 8-inch diameter. Let's go ahead and talk about the 8 and the 9, I believe. No, beg pardon. We'll talk about the 8-inch. This says Ivanhoe. I believe it's from the play Ivanhoe. This is Wedgwood. Okay. So it is English Flow Blue from Wedgwood out of England, Staffordshire, England. So we do have, it's in a different line. Okay, wait. The Freed creating her story to Cedric. Okay. So Wedgwood from a scene from Ivanhoe. Okay. This is your 8-inch plate. It's kind of the happy medium. English collectors seem to prize the very flowy, the very bleeded blue, while English collectors prefer the much more clean and crisp. More so because England would more often than not export the flowed blue, the bleeding blue, to the Americas. So Americans kind of grew up with or apprised the more flowy because that's kind of like in the public conscious, whereas in England they'd be like, those are the cheap ones, those are the ones that people don't want. So this is kind of like the happy medium. This one is the happy medium. So again, this one is Wedgwood, 8 inches. There are no chips or cracks on any of the plates, by the way, you guys. Okay. Next up, we're going to talk about plate 9 and plate 10. And this is really cool because they actually are both the same scene. These are Kaibi. I've never heard of. These are both Kaibi. All right. There you can see it's a very clean stamp to that. Again, both the 9 and 10 are both Kaibi. Carol, thank you for your bit of 20, lady. I do appreciate that. So these are both Kaibi. This one is much more crisp. And again, you're seeing more of the muddled kind of stamp on this one here. All righty. Now, as we just said, so this is our 9-inch plate. Do you see how crisp the images on this one? It's like a garden scene. It seems that there is a lady right here with a parasol and she is being served tea. So she is out in her garden, but it does have an Asian influence here, okay? So this is the 9-inch plate. The image, very crisp, more so a piece that, of course, an English collector would go after. However, our 10-inch plate, guess what? It's the exact same image, but a little, you see the difference in the two? The one here in your front, much more crisp. The one here, now in the front, is a little bit more muddled. It's not as flowy as a lot of the pieces that we see, okay? But it is not as crisp as this one. So this one's kind of a happy medium, where this one definitely would have been a piece that the English collector would go after, okay? But both the same pattern. The more muddled one here is the 10-inch. The crisper one is the 9-inch. And Barbara, thank you for your bid of 22. And last but not least, our 8-inch. This is our Wedgwood, a scene out of Ivanhoe. So again, this is, of course, for all 3 pieces. Miss Barbara is in it at 22. Let's see if we can do this. So 10-inch, 9-inch. I think I can do this, yes. And 8-inch. You're going to get all 3 of the Flow Blue, one being Wedgwood, the other 2 being Kaibi. Ladies, do appreciate the bids, and I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Michael Rogers, you're English. The UK, that is. I appreciate you being here. It's in the evening, Roy. Carol's in it at 26. She threw it down. She's going for high bid. Watch out. Oop, there is Elaine was trying to get in there at 30. Lady, it came in right after the bid, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, of course, for Ivanhoe. Thank you by Walter Scott. Pam coming in with the knowledge. I appreciate it. Um, Raindrop bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Again, everyone, thank you for the bids. Carol, lady, congratulations and thank you at $26. You, lady, are getting the 3-piece set. Do appreciate it. All righty. Gotcha. All right, we're going to do some milk glass. I said it. I said it. I said it. Now, I found this piece and I was going to keep it, but then I'm like, Michael, stop it. I really like this next piece. It is Victorian milk glass, okay? It's a little decanter. It's got a fantastic, very unique pattern on this one. I hadn't seen it before. It's going to start off at a very odd, hey, Ellen, how are you doing today? Again, everyone, thank you for joining me this afternoon. It's just coming in and I haven't been able to say hello to you. We're going to start it off at $23. It's in really good antique condition. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. It is a Victorian milk glass and it is in a decanter, but it has got a fantastic mold to it. Boom, let's try that again. Okay, here's your little decanter, right? It measures 10 inches. That is, of course, from the base to the top of the stopper. We do have a milk glass stopper to it. Okay. Ooh, where are we at? Let's try that again. Milk glass stopper on it. Lots of little filigree is on there. Okay, super fun, super cute, really good condition. However, it's the bottle. Are we ready? Check it out. It's got the lion. It's got the lion on it. Now, the lion is molded onto the bottle three different places. So, one, two, and three. So you're getting three of the lion mold. Oh, it shows really good right here. So there is your lion molded on there. I love it. Isn't that fun? Like I said, I have never seen this sculpt before. A lot of times, you'll see like a lot of this, a lot of the filigree, the very organic, kind of floral and viney kind of look to it, but you don't often see things that are kind of figural. The lion is just a great example of this, and I loved it. I loved it. It's milk glass. That's the beauty of it. So it can go year round. Okay, guys, thank you for the bids. Do appreciate it. I want to make sure I didn't. Okay, so it didn't. All right. Rose is getting in it. Shireen. Ladies, thank you for your bids. Pammy, I see you also at 23. It's jumping on me. Oh, Rose is a Leo. There you go. Great for Leos or a gift for a fellow Leo. Pammy, I got you. Melinda, Monkey. Okay, Monkey's in it at 27. Shireen at 29. Monkey 30. Well, Cheryl, you're not late. You're here. Meow, meow. Miss Amy, how are you doing today? Here is a cat of another breed. It's a large cat. Roar. So again, lion, it is molded. Let me see. Saw the mold mark earlier. Well, that's not, let me try the back here. It is molded. So you do see a seam line. It's not rough or anything, but again, obviously, it is a molded piece of glass. Lion head on three sides. Of course, the stopper is picking up that pattern that we are seeing on the bottom. There are no chips, there are no cracks, which is fantastic. And the total measurement on the bottle here, the decanter, if you will, is at 10 inches. Again, that is with the stopper included, okay? Year-round piece. If you love the antiques, you love the Victorian era, I think because it's milk glass, you can certainly put this in with your more mid-century milk glass or contemporary vintage milk glass, but use it in Christmas, use it in winter, spring, summer, your 4th of July displays, your patriotic displays. It's not going to go out of style, and it's got a really unique pattern to it. Miss Avery's jumping in on it too. The gold horn. Was there a horn? I don't Sea Monkey's at 33. You guys, again, thank you for the bids, and I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ivanhoe, not Ivanhoe. Ivanhoe. All right. I actually have a lamp that has, it's not identical. Maybe there is an identical one. I have one that is similar with the milk glass shade with the lion. I do have that lamp. Oh, there is our Leo Lion bid. And thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Sea Monkey Hat was the first at 33. Sharina, see you also at 33. Do, of course, appreciate that. Shireen Girl, your just in case came in right after the bid end. But I do thank you. Lionhead bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B again. So that means Sea Monkey Revival at $33. You were getting your Lionhead milk glass decanter. Congratulations and thank you so very much. Sea Monkey. All right. I got you written down. Great piece. Yes, I didn't think of that lamp. Had I thought of that lamp, I might have been more tempted to keep. Thanks for reminding me, geez. Okay, I've got a 1910, 1920s piece here for you. So an antique piece, if you will. This is a combination of two. We have the company Belleek. Many of you may be familiar with it, Irish porcelain. However, what you might not know is that Lennox actually paired or partnered with Belleek and produced a number of pieces. So this is, or pardon me, it is Lennox for Belleek. Okay. Now, what am I going to start it off? Okay, we are starting this piece off at $30, which is a fantastic deal. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. I want to show you the mark on this is it's kind of worn, so it might be a little difficult to tell what's going on with it. But down here, you can mostly clearly make out the Belleek name. And what this is, it almost looks like a moon that's missing a bit of a sliver. There's a bee in the middle of here. It's supposed to be an artist palette. It has gotten kind of worn. But the artist palette with the bee, and there would have been a paintbrush up here. And then the Belleek mark, that is indicating that it is Lennox for Belleek. There were several items or several lines that Lennox did for Belleek. This one is one of their originals. This mold mark, while they were all artist palettes, they kind of changed a little bit. And as Belleek does, you can kind of tell things with the coloring. This is a green, but again, it is Lennox for Belleek. Are we ready for it? This is all hand painted. This is all hand painted. Check out this vase. 1910, 1930s. This is the perfect combination of the Art Nouveau movement, and you can see with those geometric shapes Art Deco is really coming into fashion at this point. We've got a beautiful iris in the panels throughout, as well as the green leaves. You do, of course, see more of the iris here on various panels. Keeping in mind that the gold itself is even hand painted, you can see like a brushstroke right here. Really good example of it. There is no paint loss to this. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. Um, Keeping in mind that this cream is actually a transfer, you can see the porcelain underneath. This is the true color of the porcelain as you see here on the bottom. The cream itself is a transfer. Okay. Everything else, and you can see the brush strokes in the leaves, is hand painted. Can you see a little bit? I do hope it's reading for you the brush strokes in the gold. It is completely hand painted. Again, no chips, no cracks on this. It is a stunning example. There is not currently one of these patterns listed anywhere for sale. Okay. There are some other Lennox for Belleek pieces. This one you're not going to find. Okay. It is a bud vase, quite clearly. Okay. It is a measurement of 8 1/8 inches, 8 1/8 inches to be exact. Okay. I did take a measurement of the opening. The diameter on this is at exactly 2 inches. 2 inches. Okay. This is a shower. I don't know if I would feel comfortable putting flowers in there, but to each their own. Okay. So you have pattern one, and then you have the other patterns. Okay. So let me try to figure this out here for you. This is three. You're going to get one, two, and three, and they're divided by these panels here. Okay. You guys, thank you so much for the bids. I'm going to zip it and catch up to you. So Melinda's at 32. Christine, how are you doing today? Saturn, Carol, ladies, thank you for the bids. Miss Melinda's back. Diane is not wanting to let it go. Appreciate it again. A silk flower, Tracy, I agree. If you're going to get this piece and you really want a floral in here, go with something fancy. You may as well. They're more expensive, but it's not going to have room for a lot of flowers. So you could certainly kind of really just elevate it or leave it blank. Again, it's a beautiful transition between Art Nouveau into Art Deco. Obviously, the Art Deco, you're seeing the organic, the flowers, very fluid in the painting, yet they're all within the very Art Deco, the very clean, the very geometric shapes to it. So it is the perfect marriage. And again, Lennox for Belleek, no chips, no cracks, 8 1/8 inches tall, 8 1/8 inches tall, and the diameter on the opening is at 2 inches. And let's go ahead and start the countdown for you guys. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. I love it. You just the color combination, the lavenders, the greens, the golds, the creams, that light blue. Again, all of that is hand painted, with the exception of the green. Again, that is your transfer. There is our floral bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Carol, Christine. I see your just in cases. Both have come in after the bid end, but I do appreciate it. That means that Miss Diane, lady at $38. I'll double check. Diane, lady, you got one heck of a deal. Congratulations and thank you. This beauty, it is coming to you, lady. All right. Let me get you written down, Miss Diane. We have a bad lag. Here's, my best advice. You can try to refresh as much as you want. It can be extremely frustrating doing that. I get it. My recommendation, if you really want a piece, throw your just in case out there right when you hear the countdown. I know I do it. I try to hold on to that just in case to the last second, but that's going to be what happens. So we're just going to have to try to work together through it. Okay. Next piece. She is a big girl, not so overpowering, but she definitely has, let me get her here. She definitely has some height on her. Okay. Now, I know many of you have asked me to get dolls, and I know the ones that I am personally attracted to, they have some condition issues, which, yes, bit early, throw it down. Make sure you are in all messages, definitely. Um, Let me see something quick. Okay. Um, However, the ones that I'm attracted to, the ones with character, shall we say, I know a lot of people find them creepy. I don't. I love them. I apprize them for their condition or their damage, if you will. But I know that a lot of doll collectors, that's not their scene, right? So I have been on the hunt to try to get you antique dolls that are in much better condition. And this little girl here, though she's not too little because she's 24 and a half inches. 24 and a half inches. That's from head to foot. 24 and a half inches. She is a German, Armand Marcel. We're going to start her off at $60. Now, I'm going to show you, she does have a mohair wig. Okay, let me listen, lady. She has a vintage dress, not an antique dress, okay? There is the A and the M, Armand Marcel. She is a 6.5, and the mold is, I can't read backwards. It is 390. Up here it says Germany. Andy's in it at 60. You saw the preview, right? Okay. The dress is vintage. The head is bisque. She sits on a fully articulated composition body, and the body itself is in excellent condition. So here is your girl. Again, Armand Marcel. She is a German doll. You can take the head off and put her on a different body, though this body seems to be perfect for her. She does have the Betty Bye eyes that do function. I will say this, she does have eyelashes. Let's see if I can get them on. Well, her eyes are so dark, you can kind of see here. She does have her eyelashes intact. There is some flaking to the paint on the eyelid. I'm not going to probably. I hate pulling the eyes. Oh, there is a little paint flaking to the eyelids, okay? Again, it's a vintage dress. It is probably from the 70s. Again, it's that eyelet lace to it. It's so 1970s. She, of course, has her dress. She has her underskirt. She does have her pantaloons. She even has stockings. And yes, she even has booties. Okay. She is ready for display. We are again on a composition body. It is fully articulated. I did look at her stringing. The stringing doesn't look to be antique. It does look to be vintage. She holds a pose like nobody's business. So the elastic is nice and tight. Again, I kind of pulled, you can stretch apart um, the limbs to peek into the joint. Vintage elastic, not antique. I'm not mad at it because look at how well she holds a pose. She's not super floppy. She, of course, will sit down. 24.5 inches tall. German Armand Marcel. Okay, she is in excellent condition. She does have her mohair wig, brown eyes. There's no scratching. Rachel says to put a diaper on her head. I try to get that, I mean, if Rachel says that, Rachel knows. If anybody knows, it's Rachel. We all know. Miss Rachel Hoffman knows. And if you don't know who Rachel Hoffman is, she's like, I'm sorry, but she's let me just say, she's my favorite antique doll collector, though she does do a lot of modern dolls, though, too, through Tonner. She's just, again, in excellent condition. She is open mouth with teeth. She says, Andy, I'm reaching out for you. Oh, Carol, thank you for your bid. Carol's in it at 65 again, 24.5 inches. The dress is in excellent condition. It does have a snap closure, so you can take it off, of course. Body's in excellent condition, fully dressed, ready to display. Her little bonnet, her little brown mohair wig. Andy's in it at 70. Um, she's just simply beautiful. She really, truly is. Let me try to get her all in frame. There we go. Like I said, she is not, her elastic is not floppy, which I love. Okay. All right. Oh, Grammy Andy's in it. Grammy Andy is in it at 75. Armand Marcel, it is a bargain. And I'm going to go, woo, girl. And I am going to go ahead and start the countdown for you guys. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. This one's easy for me to part with because, I respect like a doll collector that wants their dolls to be in really good condition, but I like the ones that have some issues. Like I feel like I need to rescue them and give them a home because nobody else is going to want to rescue them and give them a home. So people are going to love her more than they're going to want one that's kind of got like paint loss and she's missing her eyes and she's bald and floppy. Like I feel like I have to rescue those. There is our Dolly bid and our German Dolly bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Um, Richard's so sad. No, listen, I have a giant wicker Victorian era human baby stroller, and that's going to be where they're homed. My creepos and my weirdos. All right, so there is our bid end. Thank you, Ruthie. Andy had high bid at 76. I do, of course, appreciate it. However, Miss Carol, thank you, Carol, her just in case of 78 at 77. Where am I at? 77. Carol, congratulations and thank you. She is coming to you. What are you going to name her? Do you have to see her in real life to be able to name her? Is it just one of those things? They whisper in my ear. Okay, girly, let me sit you down over here. Let me just make sure her feet are safe. We got to lean her up. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and you're going to sit down there. Okay, cool. So we've done some glass, we've done some porcelain, we've done some books, some dolls. Let's go into pottery, shall we? All right. We're going to start this next piece off at $60. It is the one, the only. It is the Van Briggle Company out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Yes, it is. Whoa. You don't have to sit on your hands. Don't sit on your hands. Jeannie said I'm old and floppy and losing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs to rescue her. Alrighty, guys. So we, of course, do have our Van Briggle pottery here. It is, as you were seeing, in the Ming glaze, okay? My favorite. Though I do really like the white glaze. It's simple and elegant. This is in our Ming glaze. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. This is a 9.5 inch tall Van Briggle daffodil bud vase. 9.5 inches tall. We have a diameter here on our bud vase of 2 inches. Look at that. That's a nice sized piece of Van Briggle. Okay. That is a nice sized piece of Van Briggle with no chips, no cracks. You are there, of course, seeing your daffodil. It's Amy's favorite too, right? I don't know. But I'm not mad at the mulberry though. Sometimes the mulberry with the sculpt, it's just the right glaze for it. Though I will say that the Ming seems to be right on all of their sculpts. So the daffodil is repeated, of course, throughout. We just have, hey, Glowy, how are you doing today? We do have some stem relief on the piece just to give it a, hey, Miss Sharp, ouch. We do have a little bit of movement created through the mold with that stem of the daffodil on there. Okay. This would look amazing with real daffodils in it. Now, it is fully glazed on the interior, but like with most vintage pottery or ceramics, even though it may be fully glazed, just keep in mind leaving sitting water in there does kind of like expedite crazing. Okay. Um, there is some modeling, which is kind of pretty standard to Van Briggle's glazes. Let me show you what I mean by that. Almost like, yeah, like a little bit of modeling. Okay. But there is no crazing that I can identify on the piece, okay? There's no chips, no cracks, so I do believe that this piece was used more as a display and not as a functional vase, okay? I got some smudge on there I'm gonna have to clean up for you guys. My apologies. Hey Tracy, how are you doing today? Is in it at 60. Again, there are no condition issues to this beautiful piece of Van Briggle. Again, bud vase in the daffodil. It is 9.5 inches tall, 9.5 inches tall, and the diameter on your bud vase opening is at 2 inches. At 2 inches. Christine has gotten in the game at 61. Ladies, thank you both for your bids. I do appreciate it. There is your Van Briggle mark. That one is hand etched in the daffodil. All right, guys. We're gonna, okay, Melinda is also in it at 62. Appreciate the bids. I'm gonna, oh, Christine, I'm 6 plus 3. I'm going with just 63. Jana is, okay, Tracy is in it at, I got you, girl. I got you. Tracy and Miss Sharp are in. Okay, Sea Monkey is in it at 66. Rebecca T. Girl, will you email me your contact information? I know I feel like you have purchased from me before, but I get a little confused sometimes. Rebecca, could you send that information to me again? I would very appreciate it. Gee, thanks. Christine's back in at 67. Hey Jen, how are you doing today? Glad to see you all are here. Math. Bleh. Don't worry, I'm not. I won't block you for that little math there, Christine. Shady. Okay, guys, let's do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Bid end on that one. Oop. Tracy, Melinda, Tracy's holding it at 70. Oh, got that just in case of 76, Christine. Well played, lady. There is our tulip, our flower. Bid and thank you, Miss Ruthie B. I do appreciate it. Everyone, thank you so much for your bids. Greatly appreciated. Tracy Lady, you were holding it at 70. However, Christine, with that just in case of 76, at 71, Christine G, you are getting the Van Briggle Daffodil Bud Vase. Congratulations and thank you so very much. I do appreciate you. 71. Christine. I'm just writing your name down here so you don't forget. Okay. Let's take it back about 100 years, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay. One of my most personal favorite pieces of the sale is this next. Ooh, hold on, microphone. Is this next piece? Okay. Okay, let's do it. There are no condition issues to the glass. There exists one condition issue to our silver plate, which is that it has a patina. Now, this is one of those things, it's subjective. Whether you're like, I love the condition that it's in, if you get it and you want to polish it up, more power to you. I like the patina on it. I think that it, quite frankly, adds to the aesthetic value of it. But again, to each their own. Let me take out. I mean, I would stick my berries in this bowl any day of the week. Let me tell you what, okay? We do have our silver plate basket. Now, while it does have a 751, a mold mark on it, I don't have an actual silver plate company. Um, Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much. I don't have an actual manufacturer on the silver plate company. The actual holder of this is pretty amazing. So I'm going to show you one side. So yes, you're seeing the patina there, which again, I like. I think it adds the aesthetic value. So we have the attached piece here to our base to the handle. Of course, this is on both sides. It is on both sides. We've got a little holly and berry detail again on both sides. So you see that, you see that. That piece resides on this. Okay, are you ready for the top? I love this top. It's very Harry Potter-esque. See if anybody else sees Harry Potter. Tell me that's not the schnitz, the schnit, what was it? The golden snitch. The snitch. It's the golden snitch. It's the gold. Maybe that's where they got it from. Does that now look like the golden snitch? Tell me that doesn't look like the gold. Like there's the wings and it's fluttering around. So again, super amazing. I love this. Like, and it's a little pointy. It's the schnit. It's the shiznit. The schnitzel. I'm trying to say like schnitzel for some reason. That ain't it. Anyhow, there is your basket. The total height, pardon me, the holder. The total height is at 14 inches. This is where you're going to want to stick your berries in this bowl. Okay, are we ready for it? We've got a satin glass. It's a white and pink case glass with a silver crest. It's all satin, but let's do it. No chips or cracks. Ooh, look at the enameling. Those little blue flowers. Oh, that's it. I'm sorry. That is so, I'm not sorry because this is amazing. You notice how on all of the rises, there's just those little three dots. The enameling on this is in excellent condition. I love the symmetry. Notice how it doesn't enclose. Okay. So all of that said, I am starting it at $95 if, of course, anybody is interested. Okay. We're starting it at 95. It is in excellent condition. Again, there are no chips or cracks to the glass. There is obviously, quite obviously, patina to the basket. Okay. To each their own. Thank you, Miss Chloe. I do appreciate it. I think she's beautiful. This is one of those things where I don't know that I would put anything in it simply because of the enameling. Okay. Yes, I just got this on the auction. Don't sit on the hands, Dusty. Don't sit on the hands. Carol's like, go ahead and sit on your hands. Go ahead and sit on. So it's just a stunning piece. I love the enameling is what did it for me. And this basket, stop it. The bowl itself, we have a 2.5 inch rise, 2.5 inch rise, of course, to the crest, and a total diameter. And I did measure it from from side to side here, right? We are at 8 3/4 inches, 8 3/4 inches to be exact. Thank you, Melinda. I'm seeing you also at 96. Ladies do appreciate the bids, okay? 8 3/4 inches diameter, 2.5 inch rise. The actual basket, we have a total height of 14 inches to be exact. Glowy, I do appreciate it. Yes, this is a Victorian era. Definitely a Victorian era. Let me go ahead and assemble it here for you. I'll show it to you. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show it assembled, but there is your whole look. There's your whole look, okay? You can switch the baskets out. We have found through our own personal experience, that can be difficult because these ruffled edges have to accommodate almost exactly for these handles. And you will see those things are in there, okay? Those things are in there. You do have to watch. Don't get frustrated if you try to set it in and it's not seated right. Just rotate it a little bit so that way you can get the handles in on the upper sides of your ruffles, okay? So Miss Carol, is in it at 100. I do appreciate it. And I'm going to go ahead. Melinda's at 105. It is over 100 years old. 100 years old. Again, these were originally marketed and sold as fruit and berry baskets. The size of this would have been a berry bowl, and then more popular because they were giving us wedding gifts, then it became a bridal basket. But you could do a small floral arrangement in there. I'm just scared of doing any of that mess because of the condition of the enameling. Alrighty, let's do it. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, bid end. Deborah, exactly. Deborah, exactly. Misty, listen. We girl Carol, she was not gonna miss out. Carol, I love it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. There's our sparkling heart bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. So Melinda was holding it at 105. I do appreciate it, Melinda. Chloe was not playing around. She was going to get it one way or the other. With that just in case of 352, at 106, Miss Glowy lady, you are getting the basket. Congratulations and thank you. He got three. He got three to keep. hmm Trust me. Plus the one Tammy sent. Plus the one that I'm keeping. There's another one. Wow. There's no shortage of baskets at the end. Let me just tell you that much. All right. Where am I at? Okay. We're gonna go from Victorian to mid-century glass. This is a Imperial glass piece. We're going to start this one off at $20. Now, the coloring is similar to what we saw earlier on the Indiana glass, boop, at 20. This one is a three-footed compote, four-footed, beg pardon, four-footed compote. Here is our Imperial glass mold mark on there. Okay. This has got a cabbage leaf pattern to it. So there is a whole lot of movement going on with this piece. Again, if we look at it, you're getting that ruby undertone, amberina, if you will. Okay. However, it has got a lot of carnival on it. Now you are seeing kind of like a pebble glass effect to it in the leaf. The carnival effect to the imperial glass isn't as thick as what you saw on the Indiana. It's kind of there to add almost, shall we say, ambiance to the piece, right? It's made to enhance the color. You are going to definitely see a lot of fuchsia and blues in theirs, and there is some like marigold in there. So this really gives you a nice oil slick. Now, here's the fun thing though. Thank you, Taylor. I got you at 20. The fun thing on this one, and I hope I'm going to be able to, do you see the finish? Well, in real life, it looks super shiny. I mean, it is super shiny, But more specifically, I would say in about this 1 inch perimeter where you're seeing it here, it's like silver. It's like this solid, oh, there we go. It's like a solid silver when you see it in real life. It's pretty gosh darn amazing. So again, the iridescent or carnival effect to it isn't as thick as what you see on or saw on the Indiana glass, and I'm not mad at it because it creates a completely different vibe to the piece and it creates more of a mood than it does a statement. Does that make sense? Rebecca, Deborah, ladies, thank you for the bids. Patricia, Dina, I got you in at 27. It's definitely got its own vibe to it, but again, how nice would this be for your fall, your autumnal? I think you could put it into Halloween with that ruby undertone to it and do just fine with it. But bring it out for your patriotic displays. No chips, no cracks. We have a 5 inch rise, a 5 inch rise on the piece, and we have a total diameter of 9.5, 9.5. I mean, that's full sunset right there. And again, this is Imperial glass as stamped here on the back, though it is upside down. Patricia is in it at 30. Again, do appreciate your bids. No chips, no cracks. And let's go ahead and do your countdown. Go, whoa, can you see it? So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ooh, potato chips, popcorn. Put your peanuts in there. Patricia has got high bid at 30. Taylor threw in her just in case of 50. There is our plant bid end, our lettuce, our cabbage, the veining, agreed. It's just a little extra salt and salt. Taylor came in with that just in case right before the bid end. Taylor, lady, congratulations and thank you at 31. It's a coming to you. Thank you. All right. Can we just put it on pause here for a second? Because I want to get some more coffee. And this is, you know what we're going to do? If you're here for this, if you are the Fenton collector, if you are the collector that loves to make a statement, if you love something that's hard to get and that a lot of people don't have, well, this next piece is going to be for you. I'm going to go ahead and show you the item. I'm going to refresh my coffee. So if you are interested and you really want to get on the game on this, you'll have the time to refresh. Okay. It is the one, the only. It is the Fenton Pink Velvet. Listen, it ain't pink. It's Fenton Velvet Rose. I don't like that. Velva. That's a weird name. It is the Fenton Velvet Pink Stretch Glass 4-horn epergne. Now listen, there are no chips. There are no cracks. She is a look. She is a statement, and she is hard to get. I have wanted to sell one of these for such a long time. I love the other Fenton epergnes. I really, truly do. What I have most loved about these is the elegance to the horns. These look like flowers. Like these legit look like flowers. They're like Jack and pulpits. We've got that tulip up there, the delicacy of the bowl. This is an anniversary piece, so this is stamped Fenton. So if that's what you're on the hunt for, refresh. I'm going to warm up my coffee. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate that. So let's do it. I'm going to go grab some coffee quick. Don't worry, I'm still in the same room with you. So yeah, I did get that one on the auction you guys just saw. If you did watch the video, she was spendy. She was spendy, but sometimes I just have wanted so desperately to sell one. And I thought, you know what? I'm going for it. You know, would I have loved as a reseller to got it a little bit cheaper? Well, of course. That's the name of the game. But sometimes you just gotta go for it. You gotta you gotta roll the dice occasionally, right? Okay, coffee break. All right, we're back. Are you ready? Are you refreshed? If you're in it to win it, do it. Yes, I have packed I have packed many an epergnes, many an epergnes. This is gonna get like a special box. I make like the other epergnes fit in. This one's gonna need a little bit of a special box, so I already know how this is gonna go. Cecilia, I'm gonna show you the base. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in the start bid. It's y'all know if you saw the video, you know it's gonna start high. So we're just starting at where we need to start it, and that's at $230. I said it. It's worth it. It's still a deal, right? Well, thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. Okay, let's talk about the dimensions. The total height, and I will show you the base. The total height on this piece with the horns in there, it is 13 inches tall. 13 inches tall, complete. Okay, 13 inches tall, complete. The bowl itself, it has a 4-inch rise and a diameter of 11 and a half inches. As I said, there are no chips or cracks on any of the pieces. You are going to get 3 of the smaller horns. And again, these are made to mimic the jack and pulpit. Again, it's Fenton Velvet Rose or pink. It gives you very much, let me show you the base here. It gives you very much a lighter depression era pink to it. And that does have that stretch glass effect to it. Okay, no chips, no cracks. You do see the tool pull on all of the little jack and pulpits here. So you're going to get, of course, 3 of those horns. Let me set these down very carefully. So, 1, 2, I need to be careful. 3. The last horn is the one that is more reminiscent of a lily, a fully blue. Look at that. Look at that horn. I love this. It is a stunning shade, too. It's very traditional, feminine. Okay. And then last but not least, we can take a closer look then at the bowl. I just need to be very careful of everything. And then there's your bowl. So as I said, I agree, it's definitely a work of art. It does have an iridescent effect to it, flexing a lot in the greens, the green family, which gives it more of an organic look to it. This one is stamped Fenton. Let's see if I can. And it is from 1998, to be exact. 1998. Fenton with the 8 underneath it. Okay, and there's your stamp mark. The bowl itself, 4.5-inch rise and a diameter of 11.5 inches. None of the horns have any chips. There are no cracks to it. This does not glow. It again is the Fenton Velvet Rose. Thank you, Glowy, for going in on it. Doesn't glow now. Doesn't glow. So total assemblage with the horn, obviously the central horn is again 13 inches tall. 13 inches tall. Okay. I mean, that's a statement just in and of itself without the other horns in it, but it is a good deal. It started high, but I'm promising you it's still a good deal. Dina has gotten in on the action at 240. Yes. Take your time, go ahead and look it up. Y'all, look, it might start high, but I'm still giving you a deal. Trust and believe. Okay. Let's go ahead. I think we've got our players in. She's expensive. She is, yes, because she said, I'm not one of those kind of girls, right? So, Glowy, Dina, appreciate it, ladies. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So, here we go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I am going to set this one down carefully. This will, by the way, ship by itself. Ship by itself. Just in case of Dina of 260, do appreciate you, lady. There is our bid end. Thank you so very much. So we had Dina had high bid at 240. I do appreciate it. Glowy, thank you for your bid. There is our Rosebud bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Congratulations, Dina, lady at $240. You got a deal. Do appreciate it. Get your written down. Okay, let me get this one over here and out of the way. That's going to be the first one that gets shipped. Okay. I have a choice for you guys. Congratulations. It's just a beautiful piece. Okay. I do have a choice here for you guys. We're going to start the choice off at 35. Each choice is going to come with two pieces, okay? Both are Victorian cranberry glass, and they are vanity set. Let me get these over here quick. Okay. So, first choice, you are going to be able to choose are two, keep in mind, you're going to get both of these, are the two perfume bottles or body oils, if you will. There is a total measurement, and these bottles are identical. You might see a little bit of variation to color. They measure 9.5 inches, 9.5 inches tall. So this, you would get both. You are going to get both. They both have ground stoppers on them. Neither has any chips or cracks. Okay. So that is your first choice. And again, this is for both. You would get both bottles measuring 9 inches tall, 9 inches tall for both. Okay. Your second choice is going to be for the powder dishes. So you are going to get two of the powder dishes. Boom. Okay, you have the small one and you have the large one. On our large powder dish, we have a total height of 6 inches. That is, of course, to the top of the finial. And we have a diameter. And I did measure from this side to this side. That is at 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches. Again, no chips or cracks on either of the pieces. Okay. On our smaller powder dish, we have a total height of 4 inches. 4 inches on that one. Bloop. So cute. And then I did take the measurement from hip to hip here, if you will, and that is at 5.5 inches. 5.5 inches. So choice one is going to get you both powder dishes. Again, of varying size, large and small. Choice two is going to get you both of the perfume bottles. These are 9 inches tall, okay? No piece has any chips or any cracks. Susie, I got you in it at 35. Susie, can you email me your contact information or and Misty? I think Misty's missing your contact information. You might have sent it in the meantime, and if you did, my apologies. So Susie's first at 35, Jill at 35, Rebecca is in it at 40. Hey, Miss Wortley is in it at 42. You have a choice again, two 9-inch perfume bottles, no chips or cracks. Thank you, Susie. Appreciate it. Or you can choose two, you'll get both of the powder dishes. So perfume or powder will be your choice. Large, 6 inches tall, diameter 7.5. Small, 4 inches tall, 5.5 diameter. Okay. So powder or perfume, those are your choices. Okay. Lori has got high bid at 42. I do appreciate it, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Sea Monkey's coming in at 43. Oops, Sea Monkey threw right there. Just in case of 55, Stephanie, I've got your bid of 44. Stephanie got the Stephanie threw it right down right quick too. Dusty's sitting on her hands. There is our bow bid, our pink bow bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Rebecca, I did get your 56, but it did come in right after the bid end. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Stephanie with that just in case of 46, but Sea Monkey has that just in case of 55. So Sea Monkey, you get first pick at 47. Would you like powder, perfume, or you can certainly choose both. You would get the whole set. So that's up to you. Fast learn. There you go. There you go. You did it. Sea Monkey is going for both. It's great to hear. That way they can remain a set. So 47. Sea Monkey, you are getting all four pieces. 47 for a pair. Thank you so much and congratulations. You're getting your name written big in there to take up all that space. Okay. Sea Monkey, I think I'll be able to get, yeah, you'll be able to get all your stuff in one box, so that'll be easy. Okay. One of my favorite pieces of the sale today. I am starting it at you know what? I'm gonna actually start it at $60. It's exceptionally hard to get. It is another piece of Van Briggle. Oh, by the way, we have yet another piece of Van Briggle coming in after this one. This is most definitely the hardest to find piece of Van Briggle that I have ever had. Now, this one is not signed, scripted, stamped, or anything. I know, but it is in fact Van Briggle. Okay, so yeah, it's a flower frog. The diameter on this bad boy is 6 inches tall, or tall, 6 inches in diameter. This is the big end. Okay, this isn't any old flower frog from Van Briggle. It is a Van Briggle frog flower frog. That's right. Here you're going to get a trio of frogs for your flower frogs. There's no chips, there are no cracks to this piece. Barbara's in it at 60. Thank you, lady. Hey, how you doing? All in the attic, Miss Marianne. How are you today? Thank you for joining us. It is a very difficult piece to get. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. There is a little bit of oxidation back here. Please keep in mind that is from manufacturer. This is from manufacturer, okay? Now, whether you would choose to display it as such, to actually use it as a flower frog, to put, of course, your flowers in there, entirely up to you. These are really fun if you, again, have a stick pin collection, a hat pin collection. Yesterday, Misty was selling pins and she showed you the pens sticking out of the flower frog. You could most certainly do that. It would prevent damage to the flower frog. So there are a lot of different ways to display these without having them sit in water, which I do encourage. Okay. You guys, thank you so much for the bids. I do appreciate it. Barbara and Carol, thank you, ladies. Miss Barbara White, Miss Joan Lopez is in it at 70. There are no chips, there are no cracks. And again, you're getting the trio of frogs that are the flower frog. Marbles, pens, stick pins, straight pins. Don't put anything in it at all because it's absolutely adorable. I do have a couple of flower frogs that I don't put anything in. I just love that the pottery of it all kind of break up and give a little bit of that texture in the display. And I just like how cute the frogs are. I like how the glaze is unfinished here. Again, manufacturer. So it just creates a little bit of texture and dimension to the frogs. Please keep in mind that the browning here, that is from manufacturer, that's not going to be removed. So don't scrub at that spot. Okay. 6 inches in diameter. No chips, no cracks. reference. So again, it's a sizable flower frog. A frog frog. Let's do the countdown for you guys. Here we go. Ready? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bidend. Miss Barbara, I got your just in case. Oh, there's two 88s. Miss Barbara is the first 88. Carol, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Oh, is Ruthie going to give us a frog bidend? Frog head? Yes, she did. She didn't disappoint on that one. Froggy face, bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie. Everyone, thank you so very much for your bids. I do appreciate it. Joan Lady, you were in it at 70. Thank you so much. Now, Miss Barbara threw in her just in case of 88. Miss Carol, great minds think alike, also threw in her just in case of 88. However, Barbara was first. So, Barbara, lady, congratulations and thank you. The flower frogs are coming to you. Thank you. Get you written down here. Hey, while I have you guys here, just out of curiosity's sake, um, you know, next Tuesday is the 4th of July. Obviously, that's Misty and I's weekly sale. I know Misty's here, so she can keep an eye on the chat too, maybe. Are you guys down with us having a sale on the 4th of July next Tuesday at our regularly scheduled time, 1 p.m.? I mean, we plan on it. We did plan on it, but just for the giggles of it all, let us know down in the chat. Yes, no, and if you put no, it's not like we're taking it personal. You have plans or whatever, but just put in yes or no, yes or no. Oh, Taylor said yes. I have the day. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Again, a no isn't like a no. I don't want you to have a sale. It's just you've got plans or something like that, right? Thank you, Betsy. I appreciate. Okay, look at see there we go. I'm seeing three no's, and I appreciate y'all letting us know that. I'm seeing like so we're at like 97% yeses. You listen, if there's one person who's open to being wrong, it's me, because Lord knows, and y'all have seen me be wrong up here on the cameras. Pam's got the Pam's got the plans too. So we've got four no's. So we're at like 96% yeses, 4% no's. And I appreciate y'all putting that out there in the chat. Greatly appreciated. Okay, she said, keep me company. Tracy's not quite sure. I appreciate the maybe. I can respect the maybe. I can it's 110. I ain't going nowhere. I know, and that's the other thing though too. While it's been mostly rainy out here, I know it's super dry. And it was super dry. So people like you can't set off your fireworks or we'll have like a whole Canada situation going on, right? I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to our next piece. It does not glow. The next piece don't glow. It is Northwood, though. Okay, let's do it. Ugh. I'm putting in the start at $60. It is a green opalescent berry bowl or fruit bowl or basket. Okay, there are no chips, there are no cracks. We have a moderate optic effect to it. Again, Northwood, but there's no chips or cracks. Wait, Northwood, there's no chips or cracks, just a triple reiterate, it doesn't glow. So it is in the green uranium glass color, but it doesn't glow. And full opalescent effect running around the rim. There is some straw marks. Let me show you here. Straw mark that is not, it's not a, my words are so, what do I want to say? It's not a crack. This is, hot glass is poured into a mold. They take the metal snips. When they snip it, And as the glass goes into the mold, that creates what is referred to as a straw mark. You can also see one right here. So again, there's no chips or cracks. There is straw marks rippling to the glass, okay? Now, I'm going to pair with this green, this brass stand, okay? Just to give you a little extra je ne sais quoi. Oui? Right? A little extra something, something. We're going to elevate it, okay? Now, you don't have to use the brass stand, and this is brass made in India, so it is more of a contemporary piece. You don't have to use it with it. You can certainly, if you have a basket without the glass insert, you can use it on that. That said, you're going to need a big one for this one, okay? Taylor, ow, that brass is sharp, y'all. Rude. So let's talk about measurement. It is 7 inches tall with sitting in the brass insert. 7 inches tall in the brass insert. Okay. Without the insert, the actual bowl itself, we have a rise at 4 inches. You're seeing right here, a rise at 4 inches, and we have a diameter at 11. Taylor, thank you for the bid. I do appreciate it. Diameter at 11. Hey, Kim, how are you doing today? So 11 inches in diameter, 4-inch height. With the brass insert stand, you're looking at 7 inches, okay? I love the brass with the green, putting black with that. Of course, I don't have a black right now. Maybe the amethyst will kind of serve as our black if I don't let the light get through it, right? So don't worry, I have my thumb on the glass too. So we're gonna pretend like the amethyst is a black. Let me see here. I love this color pairing. Well, I guess with my hat, you could see it. I do that. I love this color combination. Super Art Deco. Super, super Art Deco. All right, so no chips, no cracks. It is Northwood. It's in the green uranium, but it doesn't glow. You are going to, of course, get the brass stand that is included. This does have a made in India, so it's vintage. It's not antique. But I just think that that really elevates the look of the piece rather than just having that glass sit there. But you could if you wanted to. All right, Taylor in it at 60, and let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. But if you do put the purple with it, then you are full Mardi Gras mode. Just saying. You could. Stephanie has had the high bid at 61. Stephanie has her just in case of 65. Ladies, I do appreciate both of the bids. There is our salad. Ruthie wants to eat a salad out of it. Girl, I ain't mad at you. Go ahead. Do it. I want to set it down to the side here. Stephanie, lady, congratulations and thank you. It's coming to you at $61. Get it. That's a beautiful piece. And like I said, I love that green with the brass. Okay. It has been a hot minute since I've been able to bring you this next manufacturer because I just can't get my fingers on any of the pieces at any kind of a reasonable price. We're going to start this off at $70. If, of course, anybody is interested, ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, it is the only, it is Weller. Okay, no chips or cracks on this piece. Our manufacturer is Weller. It is an Ohio pottery company, and this is their Luellsa. Their Luellsa. Interestingly enough, while Weller is the manufacturer, they would name the lines Luellsa after the artist who developed it. So later on, Weller had some in-house designers, but up until I think it was the 30s, they would hire in, and even beyond the 30s, they would hire in um, outside artisans to help them develop certain lines. But anyhow, look at that. This is stunning. This is a ewer, the shape, of course. It is a picture. Yes, Luellsa, the Roseanne from Roseville. There were a number of different, the Owens Pottery Company, all of them being Ohio Pottery Company, where they did that dark brown glaze, ombre into more traditionally would be like the tans, the creams, lighter browns. This one is, of course, hand. Did it? I didn't even look to see if it had a signature on it. I'd have been like, never mind, it's not for sale. So this one is not artist sign. Um, if you do find Weller pieces, so don't just be totally mesmerized like I just was with the painting, and it is pairs, by the way. It is pairs. You want to look very, very rarely will you find an artist's signature on there, but you can. I have one. I have one that has the artist signature. Let me tell you what, you find one that has an artist signature on it, snatch it up because those things are super valuable, regardless of whether it's like the crystalline or whether it's the Dickens or if it's Luellsa. Snatch it up because those signatures, those are hard to get. I only have one piece with a signature, but again, your style. No chips or cracks on this. It is flawless. Okay. We have a total height on this one at 13 and a half inches. 13 and a half inches. This is a statement piece. Thank you, ladies, for your bids. I do appreciate it. As I said, no chips or cracks. I just want to show you that. No repairs to the handle. It is an excellent antique condition. It's a very traditional look to it, undoubtedly. I don't know that I think that it needs anything in it. You could certainly dress it up if you would prefer with some kind of flowers. A dried floral arrangement, I think, would be most ideal for this. But a very traditional look to it. If you love a good antique vibe, this is definitely going to set it off for you. I love the shape. I don't like holding it by the handle because of the age. I will hold as such, but no chips, no cracks, 13 and a half inches tall. Just want to kind of, hey, Kim, how are you doing today? No chips or cracks on that piece. And I love that dark brown glaze. Again, kind of give you like that shadow effect, like the pears. Here's your light point, the sun. Your light is over here, and then it creates that shadow effect like everything else is in the background. So beautiful, beautiful piece. We have several of these. So we love them. Do love them. All right. Miss Glowy is in it at 75. I do appreciate the bids, ladies. And I'm going to go, ooh, dried hydrangeas. I really like, we haven't dried a hydrangea yet. He dried some peonies, which you guys will see on a video coming, roses, but not a hydrangea yet. I do have two hydrangeas over there, but I feel some kind of way about pulling them out of the flower arrangement right. Carol is in it at 76. Again, guys, thank you so much. Let's now do the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Carol Bloom is holding it at Glowy got your just in case of 97. Ladies, thank you so much for the bids. There is our pair bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Carol Girl Pew Pew. She definitely refreshed somewhere in there. Congratulations and thank you again. At $77, Miss Glowy, it's coming to you, lady. I do appreciate it. Okay. I don't know. We will. I'll see if I can make it happen. I don't know. The dimensions of the basket and this going together might be a little problematic, but I will do my best to get it in one box, but I can't guarantee it on that one. This next piece is fantastic, y'all. We're going to start her off at 40. There's no chips or cracks to it. This is one of those pieces where it's like, who are you asking? And that it's going to be one of those things where they tell you one of the two things. They'll say that well, I guess you could say it's three things. That it's Bohemian glass, that it is Czech glass, or that it's hand painted Victorian glass. Okay. It's all of those things. There's all three of those terms are kind of interchangeable, if you will, but it is 1800s hand painted, hand enameled painted uh, glass. This is, of course, in a cranberry. Now it does ombre down into an almost clear, but it is a very light pink. Now it does have the gold, white, and a very light lavender iridescent painting to it. I do want to point out that there is some fading on the gold leaves that you're seeing right here. Okay. And then as we get to the top, there is a gold rim. Okay. Now, this is where it's worse for wear, if you will. You're seeing that a lot of the gold, like here, it's almost completely gone, but you do see a little bit here. So that's truthfully your condition issue. But otherwise, this thing is a stunner. It is a statement piece. Let's see how close I can get without losing it. This measures 14 and 3/4 inches tall. 14 and 3/4 inches tall. You got it. You got it, Glowy. I will do that. I just want to make sure it gets to you super safe, right? 14 and 3/4 inches tall. It does have a ribbed mold to it, so it does create a little bit of an optic pattern. Shoot, I'm not sorry. Boop, boop, boop. Miss Carol is in it at 40. So whether you want to call it Victorian, Bohemian, or you want to call it Czech glass, people will use those terms kind of interchangeably, more often than not referring to this type of glass. This one is molded. This one is molded, okay? But gorgeous gold, white, and there is an undertone of lavender right here. Kind of gives you almost an opalescent effect, but it is not opalescent glass, okay? She's a big one. It is a statement. So whether you choose to put something in here or not, entirely up to you. I will say if you wanted to put fresh cut flowers in here, the glass, you're definitely safe to do that. Keep in mind to wash, I would use lukewarm at best just to protect the enameling. It's not new. So, where it kind of has started to fade, it will be easy to remove it if you're not careful. And if you use like modern soaps and detergents on it, don't do. Just rinse it out, use lukewarm, maybe a little bit of Dawn on the interior, but just kind of protect the painting on the exterior. Miss Joan is in it at 50. Ladies, I do appreciate the bids. Again, we are at 14 and 3/4 inches in total height. There are no chips, there are no cracks. It is in a beautiful cranberry that ombres down into a very light pink, almost clear, and beautiful enameling on it. Let's go ahead and start your countdown, guys. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Truth be told, I cannot for the life of me remember where I got this thing from. I can't remember. Miss Jones holding it at 50. There is our watermelon bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruth B. Do appreciate it. Ladies, thank you for the bids. Congratulations. And thank you, Joan, at $50. It is coming to you, lady. Coming to you. Where am I at? Right here. Okay, we've got 3 items left. Sure do. And that's it. So like I said, it's a short sale, but I hope that you guys will agree that the quality is making up for the quantity. I'm going to go ahead and start this off at $40. You heard me say it earlier. Well, here it is. We've got our last piece of Van Briggle. And yes, it is, of course, again, in the Ming glaze. So here's our signature on that. Okay. This is a rose bowl, if you will. Well, it's a rose bowl, in quotes. It is in their lotus pattern. Okay, I love these pass-throughs on this. So traditional rose bowl, if you will, it's a little bit larger, I will tell you that. It is at, what did I do? It's at 4 inches tall. No, I see what I did. It is at 4 1/4 inches tall, 4 1/4 inches tall, and we have a diameter of 3.5 inches and 3.5 inches. Miss Barbara, Carol, ladies, thank you both for your bids. Miss Barbara is first at 40. Miss Carol, I got you in at 42. Ladies, I do appreciate it. There are no chips, there are no cracks to the piece. We do have full glaze interior on that. But as I said earlier with the Van Briggle, um, it makes me uncomfortable to leave sitting water in these pieces, not antique, but vintage. It is a good quality glaze as well as a ceramic, a pottery in there, but still, you know, things, including us, don't hold up that well, unfortunately, with age. Well, some better than others, but hey, it is what it is. Did you know I'll be 45 next Sunday? I sure will be. So, speaking of 45, Miss Jones in at 45. Miss Barbara is in it at 46. No chips, no cracks. We've got the Van Briggle. It is in the Ming glaze with our lotus pattern. Loving the pass-throughs on that. How many is there? I didn't even count. Two, four, six. There's 6 little pass-throughs. This one's a little bit more condensed than the other one. Just a baby, he says. Pink peony, I would love it. Maybe you could get two in there. Maybe two peonies, maybe 2 or 3 hydrangeas in there. I'll take gorgeous any day of the week, Pammy. Miss Lopez, oops, I highlighted that. Miss Lopez is in it at 50. Thank you so very much. Ooh, Bob is in at 70 this fall, but what? I hope I can get there. I sure do hope I can get there. Alrighty, no chips, no cracks, 4 1/4 inches tall, 3.5 inches in diameter. Van Briggle Ming in the lotus pattern. Let's do the countdown for you. Here we go. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Miss Barbara, I got your just in case of 55. Can't power to all of you July babies out there. What? What is that? There's our Neapolitan bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie. I appreciate it. Joan Lady, you were holding it at 50, but Miss Barbara White came in with that just in case 55. So at 51, Barbara, congratulations and thank you, lady. It is coming to you. Let me get you written down here. Miss Barbara. Rose purchase? No. Oh, Miss Barb. Well, Miss Barbara's got the frogs and the vase. Those will definitely fit in my box for you, Barbara. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. That's what I like. Come on, Saturn, give it. It's young, but I want to younger. All right. 2 items left to go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Alrighty, let's start it. We got some Fenton, older Fenton, y'all. Stop. We're in it at 30. To start it off, if of course anybody's interested, it is this beautiful fluted, ruffled swirl optic. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, it is a very light opalescent with that swirl optic. That thing is like on point. Do you see the symmetry in that optic pattern to it? Oh my gosh. It's like they completely measured that out perfectly. There are no chips, there are no cracks. It is unsigned Fenton. I love it. I love it. It's just so elegant. Doesn't glow, does not glow. It is at 8 1/4 inches tall, 8 1/4 inches tall. Clear glass with that opalescent effect to it. Dina, oh, I'm not even paying attention. Rose is at 30. Rebecca T, did my, oh, there it goes. Rose and Rebecca's at 40. Dina's at 45. Hey, Angie, how are you doing today? No, I'm sorry, Lisa. It doesn't roll because July is the best. It's the best. I mean, I'll give you Christmas. I will give you Christmas, but July is the best. So, yes, look at that effect to it, though. Ooh, I love it, love it, love it. She's simple, she's elegant, right? She doesn't need to be all like showy, showy. She said, I'm beautiful. I do not need gifts, Saturn. No gifts. I have enough stuff that I need to get like thin out the herd here. So Rebecca's in it at 45. Yeah, Suzanne, July 9th, girl, next Tuesday. Cancer power, pinch of power. All righty, Rebecca's got it at 42. Again, we are 8 1/4 inches tall. There are no chips, there are no cracks. It is a beautiful swirl optic by Fenton. Put a poinsettia in there. You put anything in here. Ooh, imagine a lilac in here, just kind of draping out a little bit. Stop it. All right. Any old how. Let's do the countdown for you. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I mean, you can't go wrong. Irises, tulips, roses. Look, you can put a carnation in there. If a carnation is your favorite, put it in there and it's going to dress it up immediately. I did this cute little carnation arrangement with baby breath, and it's in the quilted blue satin. I mean, it's so not like overdone or anything. I'll show you. There's our artist palette bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Again, guys, thank you for the early birthday wishes. I greatly appreciate that. Miss Rebecca T was holding it at 48. However, Miss Dina Walnut came in with us just in case of 64. So at 49, Dina, congratulations and thank you again, lady. That's coming to you. See what you can do. I'll show you. And then we'll do our last piece because we're doing really good on time. I think this is really cute. And this is just like, this was like the leftover from the main arrangement. But, right? There's your quilted. It's that blue and white satin. And then it's this legitimately just like the leftover carnations and some baby's breath. That's it. That's all it took. And how darling and cute is that? I mean, stop. You could totally, like I said, in that, I mean, that's so elevated. I think that's really pretty. I really, truly do. I'm gonna set that one over here. That's one of Richard's inexpensive vases he found. I know the little like the boutonniere carnations. I think they're super cute, and you don't have to like. go out and get lilies. Though lily is my favorite, I wanted to say that, but you can get simpler flowers and still create a beautiful look, especially if you've got a beautiful vessel to put them in and to dress them. It is our last item of the sale. You guys, thank you for sticking it out with me today. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I do want to say a huge round of applause for Miss Ruthie B for helping me out in today's sale. It is a violet. Where's my arm? Yeah, that's a violet back there. Blue. Huge round of applause for Ruthie. I really, truly do appreciate it. You are just constantly always on point with it. It just makes the sale that much more dynamic and exciting. There's little to no lag when Ruthie B is your bid ender. So greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for the round of applause for Ruthie. Really, truly do mean it. Before we do, of course, get into the last item of the sale, please keep in mind that I will be back with Misty next Tuesday, as voted, or confirmed, I should say. Next Tuesday at 1 p.m. on the 4th of July, we'll be kicking it off with some vintage fireworks on Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunters channel, 1 p.m. Eastern. And of course, I will be back here next Wednesday for a solo sale at 1 p.m. Eastern. Okay. I think that's about it. If you again are a new buyer or a buyer that hasn't been with me in a while, please make sure to send me out that contact information. It is really important that we get that contact information. If we don't have that contact information, we have no way of reaching out to you to get an invoice. So when in doubt, send it out. Mine is simply The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. A huge shout out and thank you to Rebecca and Susie both for doing that. That is greatly appreciated. I'm never going to get mad if you send me your information every single time, or you're like, I don't know, and you send it to me and I already have it. It actually does make it easier anyhow. So thank you so much. Again, if you've attended the live sale, if you are watching the replay and you've made it this far in the replay, oh my gosh, I really appreciate it. I just want to let everybody know, as I always say, and I will continue to say, that there is never any one way that is ever too small to support a reseller or a content creator. So if you subscribed, you've liked, you've commented, you're here in the chat to engage in community and fellowship. If I got to be your lunch buddy or if I got to be the background noise today, I greatly appreciate that. And yes, of course, I am a business, so I most certainly appreciate your bids and your purchases. I got bills to pay. It's the full-time gig now. So I, of course, appreciate that. But every single way does add up into my ability to be up here on camera and to be doing this for my job, my full-time living job. So thank you so much. Okay. There is never an obligation to make a purchase when you are attending a live sale. I know that it can be super tempting sometimes. I get it. I really, truly do. But don't ever feel like you have to make a purchase to be seen or recognized. Um, just know that though, too. Okay. Last item. Guess what? It is again that Bohemian glass. It's that Czechoslovakian or Czech glass, or it's that Victorian glass. This one is in the green. Ooh, and I love this shade of green. It's a true, true shade of green. Maybe it's a little bit more on the piney side, but are you ready? Bam. We do have, again, that gold enameling on this one. A little bit of wear to it. The glass, there are no chips. There are no cracks on this one, unlike our cranberry. This one is hand blown, okay? This one is hand blown. There are some air bubbles in it. Back in the day, it's how they did it. Thank you, Pammy. Thank you, Mo. I do appreciate it. This one measures 9 inches tall, 9 inches tall, okay? Again, pairing it with the black, and adding the brass to this, I can't get enough. Cannot get enough. I love this color. Really, truly do. There are a number, I don't know if it's going to pull through or not, but There are some air bubbles in there. Again, the quality control back in the day wasn't as good as it is even in today's manufactured glass. Interesting, but the truth. So 9 inches tall. There's no chips, no cracks. It goes beautiful with black, might I add. And we got Mo, and she's chasing the vintage down, this particular antique. She's chasing down. Marie is in it. Ladies, thank you so much. She's back to chasing the antiques. Now go, girl. Miss Christine is at 26, and at 30, 9 inches tall. Beautiful. One of my personal favorite color combinations. Karen's got it at 30, and let's go ahead and start the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ooh, you guys see you like the green and the gold too, huh? And a little bit of white accent. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of white accent. Karen, Mo's holding it at 34. Watch out. Ooh, ooh. There's our atomic green starburst bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B, Karen, Christine, Mo, everyone. Thank you for your bids. Karen, you tried to get it. I respect it. Christine, you tried to get it right before that bid end. Thank you. However, Mo wasn't playing around because Mo really likes that color combination too. At 51, congratulations and thank you, Mo. It's coming to you. Let me get your eating deal. Alrighty, guys. That is our last purchase, our last item for sale today. Again, thank you for attending today's sale. Greatly appreciated. Don't forget, next Tuesday will be the next time that I will be live here on YouTube. And of course, that is with Misty on Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter for the weekly Tuesday sale. And back again next Wednesday for the solo sale back here on the Cult of Vintage. I know that many of you are going to be celebrating the 4th of July this weekend. Have fun. I hope that you have a wonderful time. Be safe, of course. We want you here, whether it's in the chat or whatever next week. So do just be safe out there. Watch for those invoices. All packing and shipping, of course, will be done today. So if you don't get an invoice from me tomorrow morning by like 9, 8, listen, if you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow and you don't have an invoice for me, that means I don't have your contact information. So do send that out. Don't forget, right here, the Cult of Vintage. Boop. I think that's about it. Thank you again, Miss Ruth B. Do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful, a beautiful, blessed, safe, happy 4th of July. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.